got back from an evening out, brief evening. I was wearing a sport coat because it's kind of chilly out tonight. It really is here in Portland. But I'm here to do the mid-year freakout tag, and it's the first time I've ever done this tag. So I'm excited. I have a lot of books, a lot of shout outs, and let's roll. So, prompt one. This is not impromptu, it's organized, so I should roll pretty quick. I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat. I'm going to mention her quite a few times in here because great minds read alike. We don't really know who originated this tag, so it's been around for years. And the first prompt is the best book you've read so far. I'm going to go with the second book I read. I've been besides doing group reads and organized things that I'll get to read-alongs and that. My goal was to read a new release every month this year, or newish, like within 5 years. So far I've been successful, and it's been through buddy reads, and I've been letting other people choose the novels or books. Reading a nonfiction one coming up. Don't remember the title. It's an older one, John Grisham, but it was a good suggestion by Reney. Link her channel below, Beyond Books. But the answer to this is Beautyland, and Angelia at Read and Reread chose this novel, and we both thoroughly enjoyed it. I think we had kind of a difference of opinion on the ending, which is, I don't think, unique with this novel. I really recommend it, and it was up for some awards. I should know the awards. I don't. I'm sorry. Can't keep track. Somebody in the comments, please. Angelia and I thoroughly enjoyed this book, and I recommend it. It's hard to describe. You kind of have to suspend your disbelief. It's a really original novel. I'll give you the gist of it. A girl is born, and she communicates from outer space through a fax machine, and she grows up with this and her mother and lives a life like this, and it's very interesting. Okay, take my word for it. Beautyland. 2, best sequel you've read so far. It has to be The Bone Tree. Buddy reading Greg Isles' Natchez Burning trilogy with Greg and Another Bibliophile Reads. We never really announced it, and it kind of came on casually. I've read the trilogy before, and I really like Greg Isles. I think he wrote a book. I can't really find it. I've read most of his stuff. I think it's called Black Cross, about World War II and Hitler. A really good thriller. Prompt 3, new release you haven't read yet but want to. That is Remarkably Bright Creatures. Yeah, I have that on order. 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Now, Pat said John Irving's Queen Hester, which I'm buddy reading with her and Greg, and we're gonna open it up to others in that. Reading the Cider House Rurals first, and Queen Esther apparently takes place the same setting. And what else I'm looking forward to is new Pynchon, Shadow Ticket. I don't think it has even a cover available yet, but yeah, Greg and I are buddy reading that. Got it pre-ordered, and it's available on Audible, so I'll be doing my same MO, reading Pynchon while listening, at 1.5 speed. But So those are the two I'm really looking forward to. I'm having a great reading year. Everything seems to be going my way without even trying. 5, biggest disappointment. Now, I hesitate to say this because it's kind of based on the experience I had, not the book. The book is Praiseworthy by Alexis Wright. Don't have a copy of it. I'll put it up here. I have it on my Kindle, and then I have it on Audible, so I can reread it. The experience, the first group I was in, we read it over 3 months, and I kind of finished early, or I went back, and I should have just read it in 1 month. It's a 600-page book. Nothing against the group, just the time. So I finished. That kind of dwindled out, and then I joined another group, and that was helpful. But I also kept notes. I'll be reviewing, making a video on Praiseworthy. I have a notebook, chapter by chapter. I won't be doing the chapter by chapter, but it's a long book about Australia, Aborigines, and climate change. But I was disappointed in the experience. I can always reread it. I probably will. I have another book, can never pronounce it, Carpentria. It's like a golf in Australia, I believe. I'm an idiot. Let's see. 6, biggest surprise. I'm going to say Leonard and Hungry Paul. Here we go with Pat. I buddy read that with Pat first of the year, and I had a hard go at it at first. It's a great book. I'd like to reread it. I read quite a few Irish authors so far this year, new ones. I'll get to them, but I ended up adoring the book, and it was a really good experience. 7, favorite new author, debut or new to you. Here we go. Claire Keegan wrote Foster. Excuse me, I had oral surgery on Tuesday, and it didn't hurt for the first day or two. Now that I'm kind of hurting. Claire Keegan Foster. That was a recommendation from Pat. Then Nesting, I buddy read with my friend Sonya, an enthusiastic reader. Second buddy read with. We're gonna definitely buddy read again, and she picked it. And that's why Rosanne O'Donnell, Nesting. To sum it up, a DV, domestic violence thriller without physical violence. It's all psychological and verbal and sexual, but great book, Nesting. 8, newest fictional crush. This is a third read for me, East of Eden. We're in the Steinbeck group on Boxer. If you want to get in on East of Eden, we're reading it right now. Just started though. Really haven't gotten going. And yes. John Steinbeck has become my favorite American writer. I just love Steinbeck. So I'm going with Kathy. For those of you who've read the book, I love Kathy. I want to get her number. She's the girl for me. I think we would connect. I could change her. I could change Kat. And let's see. 9, the newest favorite character is, I'm going to go, Pat said the same one too, is from The Grapes of Wrath, Ma Jode, the strongest one. This was a great, might as well have been like a first read for me, because I'd read it back in the day, back junior high or whatnot, and remembered the ending, and and a little bit about Tom Joad, but I didn't even know he was an ex-convict, and that's in the first page. But Ma Joad holds down the fort with an iron fist. Grapes of Wrath, or the Grape of Wrath, as Pat's student was fond of calling it. Things are bad. They get worse. Get a wee bit better, then they get a whole lot worse. We're on 10. Book that made you cry. Saddest book you've read. I've been talking about Scar Lover and Harry Crews, thinking about him. Met him back in the day. This novel makes me cry. The ending makes me cry because it's so heartfelt. The idea of it makes me cry, and you don't really get the idea of it till like midway. But Guilt is Magic. Guilt is Magic. James Dickey. Scar Lover. Harry Crews is The Shite. I'm gonna Greg and I are buddy reading that book next year, so that we're gonna fit it in, read it over the weekend. 11, book that made you happy. I'm very happy with our Finnegan's Wake 3-month group. Just spectacular. Pat again. Want to thank Roy at Roy Reads Anything. Superb job. Just a laid back group. I could sit back and just coast along and enjoy myself. Too Tight Lautrec. Joe O'Malley was in the group. Just a lot of people scaladanling about the books. Debs reads anything, or Debs reads stuff. Debs Rayner, Jenny Jables, Tom Nathan at Lit and Art Matters. Just and I'm leaving out people, of course. Forgive me, but really enjoyed it. Having a great year reading what I want to. My groups are going well. John Berryman, reading a lot of poems, poetry, getting free education on BookTube. It's a main reason I'm here. 12, favorite book to film adaptation you saw this year. I have one, Mr. Holmes, from the Sherlock Holmes readathon in February, annual thing. But it was a great movie. Ian McKellen and Laura Linney. I love her. I loved her as Abigail Adams and John Adams. It was great. I love nonfiction, David McCullough, all those books. On Our Founding Fathers, 1776. You get a free book just thrown in there, not even part of the prompt. 13, favorite review you've written this year, BookTube version. Favorite video you've done so far this year. Yeah, I have one. That was Moon Unit, Zappa, Earth to Moon. So far it's got like 664 views. Not bad for me. It's only a few months old. Moon Unit Zappa. She's really intelligent, well-read, well person, just a great person, very spiritual and very kind. A lot of stories about her parents, Frank Zappa, and her mother, Gail, and coffee. But I really recommend that if you like memoirs. 14, most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. Pat again, let me show you. She gifted me this book, The Work of Art, coffee table book, glorious book. You know, it's all these artists, like Tony Kirshner, he's a screenwriter, Michael Cunningham, crime fiction, Sofia Coppola, director, Louise Gluck, poet. She was the first one I turned to in here. Artists. George Sanders. I'm picking out like the writers, but there's musicians. Gay Talese. Artist Tyler Hobbs. I've heard of him. Mark Jacobs. But I'm hesitant to read it, because it's so good. But just like here are two proofs writings on the manuscript in search of lost time. This is I just opened this randomly, and this is like page 5. But God, Pat is such a great person, so kind. But this is a book, and it's meant to be read by me. She thought I would enjoy it, so I'm gonna read and review it because she knows me, and I'm a musician, and I'm an artist, and a reader. Thanks, Pat. 15. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? I have an answer to that too, because we are. It's over with my pitching. We're group reading Gravity's Rainbow in January and February. So that's going to be off the tail of a Shadow Ticket. But I already have this on Audible. I need to read the companion to Gravity's Rainbow. It's only like an hour and a half long, but it'll be my third read of GR. So join us if you're a Pynchon fan. We're going to have some fun. So I'm going to tag some people. Maeve at Maeve Reads. Roz, Scaladan about the books. Jack at Spread Book Joy. Jack at Ren Bleem Raconteur. Hey Jack, say hi to Papago Park in Tempe for me. Lindsey at Books, Gurs and Purrs. Brian at Bookish. Sonya at An Enthusiastic Reader. Justin at Triumphal Reads. MJ, Angelia. Jess at Stalking Kafka. Alan Reads and Albert the Conjugator. And if you're watching this, please read the tag. Faulkner in August is approaching. Hit me up on Voxer. I'll get you in the group. ALLEN 770. Still doing the Dream Songs by John Berryman, that group. If you care to join us, we've got another month to go. So it's I'm behind in that group. We're reading the Cantos later. So far, Greg and Aaron Facer and I, we're going to tackle the Cantos. I'm going to need a guidebook for that as well. So, hey, if you're watching this, you're tagged. I appreciate you and your time, spending time with me. I'm going to put this up on the shelf for a day or two. I have some papers I'm going to reply to our Discord group. I still have to watch Roy's last Finnegan's Wake video. So it's been a great year so far. I hope it's been for you as well. Let me know what you're reading. Leave a comment. I'll reply back to you. Thanks.